Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, entrepreneurs, dreamers, hustlers, and even the ones who are still wondering what the heck they are doing with their lives. Good morning. I am Jack Ma. And today I want to tell you something that can change your life forever. It's simple. Start small. Think big. Move fast. That's it. Thank you. Speech over. Pauses, smiles. Just kidding. If it were that short, I'd have never built Alibaba. Let's talk heart to heart. When people look at Alibaba today, they think I had some grand plan, like I woke up one day and said, today I shall build a company that will compete with Amazon, eBay, and Google. No, on the first day, I had nothing. No money, no experience, no connections, just one thing, crazy belief. I started in my small apartment with 17 of my friends. We sat around one table, drank cheap tea, and talked about changing the world. Do you know what we had? A dream and slow internet. That's a dangerous combination. People say, Jack, what if I don't have the resources? Well, let me ask you this. Does a baby lion need a jungle to roar? No, it just needs to survive, eat, and grow. When you start small, it's not a disadvantage. It's your superpower. You're flexible. You can experiment. You can fail without headlines. No newspaper will say, John's barbershop fails. Nobody cares yet, which is good. People say, but I want to start big. I want to raise money. I want a big office. Stop it. If you cannot build something with $1,000, you will not succeed with $1,000. Why? Because with a little money, you use your brain. With a lot of money, you use your ego. The first step of Alibaba was listing Chinese businesses online. Not fancy, not sexy, but it solved a real problem. You don't need to be brilliant to solve problems. You just need to listen. Start small, but start. Don't wait for perfect conditions. If you wait for the perfect time, the perfect investor, and the perfect market, congratulations. You'll be perfectly broke. Now, I said start small, but don't think small. That's a disease. There are two types of people in the world. One sees opportunity and thinks, how can I do this? The other sees the same opportunity and says, too hard, not for me. Don't be the second guy. That guy ends up selling motivation quotes he never followed. When we built Alibaba, I didn't say we'd only do business in Hangzhou. I said, why not all of China? Why not the world? My English was poor. My tech skills, zero. I couldn't write one line of code. I didn't know how to install a printer, but I knew this. The internet would be the future. So I told myself, Jack, just because you don't understand something today doesn't mean you can't lead tomorrow. Dreaming big is not about arrogance, it's about vision. Even if you fail, you will fall forward. You know what thinking small does? It makes you scared. It makes you compete with your neighbor instead of the global market. It makes you feel safe while your dreams rot quietly. People say, but Jack, what if I'm not special? Let me ask you, was I special? A failed student, an English teacher who couldn't get a job at KFC. The only thing I had was the size of my vision. And I told my team, we are not doing this for today. We are doing it for the next 100 years. If your dream fits in your pocket, throw it away. Your dream should be so big that people laugh at you. If people don't laugh, it's not big enough. Now listen carefully. Speed is everything. People say, Jack, I need time to plan. I need to wait for the perfect conditions. Let me tell you something funny. Even a turtle moves faster than a man who waits forever. The world is not waiting for you. Technology moves fast. Customers move fast. Competitors move fast. And guess what? Fear also moves fast. When I launched Alibaba, we made decisions quickly. Not always right, but we learned fast. People are so afraid of failure that they stay frozen in preparation mode. They're always preparing, always reading, always watching TED Talks, but never doing. Knowledge is good. Action is better. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to begin. Here's my golden rule. If you want to eat a big cake, take the first bite fast. Even if you choke a little, at least now you know how the cake tastes. Let me give you a funny story. In 1995, I went to the U.S., saw the internet for the first time, and searched for China. No results. I thought, what? I'm Chinese and I don't exist online? So I came back and told my friends, we must bring China online. They said, Jack, you're crazy. I said, yes, but at least I'm crazy first. The faster you start, the sooner you fail. The sooner you fail, the sooner you learn. And the sooner you learn, the sooner you succeed. A lot of people think failure is the opposite of success. Wrong. Failure is part of success. Before I succeeded, I failed the university exam twice. Applied for 30 jobs, rejected by all. Even KFC. There were 24 people who applied, they hired 23. The only one they didn't hire me. Even the chicken had a better chance. I failed so much that failure became my friend. But I didn't let it define me. I let it refine me. Success doesn't teach you much. It's failure that slaps your ego, breaks your pride, and teaches you humility. So don't be ashamed to fall. Be ashamed if you fall and never get up. You know what people respect more than success? Resilience. Get up again and again until failure gets tired of you. In my company, I always say, I am not the smartest person. I just find smart people. My job is not to be the best at everything. It is to build the best team. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, sometimes annoy you with the truth. Don't hire your friends just because they're fun. Hire the crazy guy who talks about the future and drinks too much coffee. That's the innovator. You don't need to know everything. You just need to create a place where smart people want to stay. And if you're the smartest in your room, you're in the wrong room. Let me say this clearly. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Yes, business is serious, but not deadly serious. You must enjoy the journey, laugh with your team, celebrate small wins. Learn to say, we failed, but at least we didn't die. In Alibaba, we used to have singing sessions. Crazy, right? But we did. Because when the heart is light, the mind is sharp. Don't be a robot chasing money. Be a human creating meaning. Money comes, money goes. But the joy of building something that stays forever. Let me wrap this up like a good Chinese dumpling, small on the outside, full of wisdom inside. Be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. Alibaba wasn't either. Great things take time. Don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. Be persistent. If plan A fails, go for plan B. If that fails, try plan C. If the whole alphabet fails, make up new letters. Be passionate. If you don't love it, don't do it. You'll quit when it gets hard. And trust me, it always gets hard. People ask, Jack, what is the secret to your success? I say, start small, think big, move fast, and never give up. Even when people laugh, even when you're broke, even when your family says, are you sure this business thing is not a scam? Even when you're eating instant noodles for the 17th time this week. Because one day you'll look back and laugh. You'll say, that was the year I had nothing but a dream. And that was enough. Start something small. Maybe it's a blog, a product, a YouTube channel, a podcast, an app, a small store. But whatever it is, start it. Think big about what it can become. Don't limit yourself. And move fast. Don't wait for the world. The world is waiting for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And remember, even a 1,000-mile journey starts with a single step. But only if you actually take that step. Go take it.